Some very choshev, very, very special. For mitzvah, Parshas, we have one of our mispaldim tonight who became a member of our kehillah, became a part of our kehillah, a big part of our kehillah, only a few years ago, and it feels like he's been there 100 years with us, and he was responsible for our the Ksiva Sefer Torah, the Achnazu Sefer Torah, the Chinuch Sefer Torah, for our very first Sefer Torah after being here over 40 years. Over 40 years without our own Sefer Torah, and what it cost Gesund every Shabbos morning, be concerned that we'll find a psul, which it never failed always found a psul in our Sefer Torah. So the Sefer Torah coming from Eretz Yisrael, the money had to be transferred within a few hours to the cipher cash, to a contact here in America, Muncie. And I turned to him and I said, is there any way that you could maybe put together, help us with for some 10, 15 days or so, with some $12,000 cash. That day, he had nothing less than 400 campers arriving, and he had to manage all the buses. The minute he put all the girls on the buses in Muncie to come up to camp here in Sternberg, he ran to 6 banks and he brought the $10,000, $12,000. That's none other. That's why our Sefer Torah, we have our Sefer Torah today, is because of the Rabbi Kel. Thank you, Rabbi. Yeah, he deserves a big hand. Very big hand. Chochmas Noshim Bonsa Beisa. I was looking for a Farvorfen, a Gemara. I didn't remember. I saw it so many years ago. I didn't remember exactly where it was, and I turned to one of a big Rosh Yeshiva in Eretz Yisrael. I called him earlier today, and if he remembers where the Gemara is, he says, "Yeah, it's the Gemara Menachis," and he started to think. And he says, "My wife says it's Chav Tes Menachis." I'm Mr. Meisel. I'm not Magaz, but I'm Mr. Meisel. We say every day, at least 3 times a day, we say by the Chsima of Shemnesu, Yirotzu Menachal Hashem L'Ken, Shebon Beis Mimim V'Seichel Ken V'Sorotzecha. 3 times every day. Shabbos 4 times, because Musaf, Yom Kippur 5 times because of Niveh. It goes to the Snikas of Parshas. Yirotzu Menachal Hashem L'Ken L'Ken Shebon Beis HaMikdash. The Beis HaMikdash should be rebuilt. The heavy remain speedily in another time. And it continues with saying Chalkeinu Behaalosecha. Rabbi Yisrael, we petition you, give us our chelik in the binyan of Beis Hamikdash. In this time, give us our chelik. Say Chalkeinu, our chelik in Torah. What's the Snichas HaParshas from the rebuilding of the Beis Hamikdash and the Say Chalkeinu Behaalosecha? The Chazal bring down. And in the tefillah, in the heartsick tefillah from Nachem, that we say on Tisha B'Av, we say, Bo'esh ato yitzato Rabbi Yisrael, that you through a fire, Bo'esh ato yitzato, you torched, destroyed the fire, the Beis Hamikdash through a fire, burning up the Beis Hamikdash. And with fire, you're going to rebuild it. It's brought down that, in other words, a complete binyan of Beis Hamikdash is going to descend in our Shemayim in flames, complete. It's brought down that every Yid has to have a chelik in Binyan Beis Hamikdash. So, consequently, if a complete structure is going to descend from Shemayim, so every Yid will be denied that chelik in Bina Beis HaMikdash. The Gemara Balbas says like this here. In a rage, that Hordus, King Hordus, he come Katlin L'Kul Rabbanan. He took and he killed all the Talmidei Chachamim. V'sholak Balav Bebutil Mishkol Eitz Minei. He left only one Talmid Chacham, Balav Bebutil, to consult. He realized the value of Talmidei Chachamim. A lawyer takes $50, $100 an hour. He realized the value of a Talmid Chacham to turn to Talmid Chacham to ask him an eitzah. So he left over one Talmid Chacham, Balav Bebutil. So he was sitting and talking with Baba Ben Butir, and he realized that even though he thought he knew the value of Talmid Chacham, he far underestimated their Zihir Ilya. He writes, he expresses, Ilya Dan Zihir Kulahai. Had I known that they're so cautious in their every act, in their every thought, so noble and such sincerity, I said, I would have never, look what I denied the world about, I never did. I would never destroy something so valuable. So he turned above the boot, he says, he says, how can I repent? So Baba Buddha told him, he says, you know, in effect, you know what you did by destroying, by taking away from the world, you extinguished the light of the world. Busy yourself now in bringing light to the world. How? He said, by building the third Beis HaMikdash. So we see here a parallel between Talmidei Chachamim and Bina Beis HaMikdash. That from both of them, their beacons of light go forth in the world. Talmidei Chachamim give light to the world, and Beis HaMikdash. So by building Beis HaMikdash, the light that he extinguished, he'll replenish it by building Beis HaMikdash. And we know that a window, a bay window, always it always bows out. The Beis HaMikdash, why? Because it should have what wider a span on the outside, radius on the outside, circumference, to bring in more light. The Beis HaMikdash was the reverse. It was convex. It was bowed in. That from the Beis HaMikdash, light should go out to the world. The Beis HaMikdash goes out light. So that's the pshat. That being that when the third Beis HaMikdash will be rebuilt, it will come to a complete structure, will be denied our chelik in the Beis HaMikdash. So by the same by giving us our chelik in Torah, that will make certain that Shebana the Beis HaMikdash should be still in our time, even though we won't have directly a hand in the building of Beis HaMikdash, but it will have the same effect. The Beis HaMikdash gives out light, and our running Torah will also give out light. The